First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Baltimore Ravens. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a run with Montgomery. Room here to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And a short gain down to about the 33. Well, this defense for the Lions, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Into double coverage, intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Christian Kirk with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. There on first down gets him a yard to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw, it's Kaepernick. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
T.J. Hockenson came into the NFL with big expectations. His big strides, they came in year 2 when his receptions jumped from 32 as a rookie to 67 last year. They expect those numbers to continue to go up, and they will when he continues to make catches like that.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
3 yards remain for second down. They go play action. Bridgewater rolling to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Bridgewater now. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give. This is Montgomery. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run, Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go option to the short side. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now Bridgewater. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Lions are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. And
that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. He tried to heave it from his own end zone, and the danger, it reared its ugly head.
We have seen those plays work out successfully before. You take the shot, try and gain some yardage. Sometimes you fool them. Not in this case, though. Tried to get it deep downfield. Gets it picked off.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Bridgewater. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll get this underneath to David Johnson. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, Kaepernick. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. 2nd and 8. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Kaepernick going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Alec Ogletree. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 101 yards on the ground for him so far. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The third quarter starts with a run by Singletary, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Singletary again. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Now Kaepernick. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing now is Kaepernick. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple-option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. The extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Dumping it off for Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Kaepernick now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Kaepernick now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty. And they'll try again here. First and goal after the false start. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Now Kaepernick. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyler Boyd. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
So still 14 yards to go, second down.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Shoves him away. Cook able to escape. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. From just shy of midfield, Bridgewater.
This one swung out to Montgomery. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, Bridgewater. And able to find Kirk complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Montgomery back to the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. But things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Kaepernick. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Kaepernick to throw. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Will Harris. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Ravens, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.